If you want to earn considerable returns from your investment portfolio, you may have heard of JEP. However, there is still an ETF named SPY in the market, which is rapidly competing for the top spot among covered call option ETFs. I'm Kevin, a former Wall Street fund manager. I'll break down the key differences between them for you for free. JEP, managed by JP Morgan Chase, is the big brother in this field. Since its launch in 2020, it has grown into the largest actively managed ETF, with assets approaching $40 billion US. However, SPY, launched by NEOS in 2022, is catching up rapidly. The asset scale it manages has reached $3.7 billion US. For a new fund, this is a huge figure and also indicates the huge market demand for such option yield products. Both of these ETFs sell covered call options, but their operation methods are completely different. JEP indirectly sells options by using so-called equity-linked notes, aiming to reduce risks and generate stable income. Currently, its tracked yield is approximately 9.05%. SPY, on the other hand, directly holds the entire S&P 500 index and then sells call options on it through 1,256 contracts. This is precisely the key difference, as these contracts enjoy a 60-40 tax treatment, meaning that 60% of the gains are taxed as long-term capital gains. Most importantly, SPY actively utilized tax loss harvesting, which led to most of its recent dividends being classified as capital returns. In terms of yield, SPY currently pays approximately 12.5%. In terms of fees, JEP charges 35 basis points, while SPY charges 68 basis points. The latter is indeed slightly higher, but depending on your tax situation, it might be worth it. In terms of performance, since its launch in mid-2022, SPY has achieved an annualized return rate of approximately 12%, while JEP has been 9.3%. This gives SPY a slight edge in both growth and revenue, but the core point is that if you want slightly conservative and less volatile returns, JEP still performs well. But if you want to maximize your income, be fully exposed to the S&P 500, and get better tax treatment, SPY is starting to take the lead. If you want to know how I combine my investments, please send me a private message with combination, and I'll send you my investment portfolio plan.